but she knew what happened to the baby.
Tell us what happened to the baby.
I was told that the boyfriend dropped the baby and it has serious physical injuries.
Who
But
told
they
you?
don't know where they're at. The detectives.
How come he hasn't been charged then? To your
They,
understanding?
to my understanding, they can't find him yet. They let him go and they can't find him.
So how come the dropping of the baby hasn't come up yet?
I'm sorry. They brought Angela down yesterday from work yesterday, and that's what she told me yesterday.
You were talking about a red van. What's that all about?
That is Stephen, the boyfriend's van. The day that the baby come up missing, I couldn't. I looked for that red van. The police looked for it, they couldn't find it. 2:30 in the morning the next day, the red van shows up in the alley with metal license plates on it, expired. The next morning, the plates are off of it with an expired 30-day tag on it. Now, when they towed it, it's got metal plates.
You're talking about the maroon one from last night?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Why do you think now? Why do you think now this is all happening? It's been so many days since this all started.
I really don't know, and I'm glad that it did happen. I want my granddaughter back.
Do you think she's still alive?
No,
It's gotta be incredibly difficult.
I want the boyfriend. The whole family, they should have kept the mother, the dad, and the boyfriend and my daughter down here until somebody told. Somebody said something. That's what they should have done.
What message
You know.
do you have for the boyfriend right now?
Turn your ass in before I get you, because I'm coming for you today.
What changed last night that Angela decided to say that she knew what had happened?
The detectives haven't told me. They wouldn't tell me.
When did you find out about the baby being injured? Was it yesterday?
Last night after they arrested Angela.
And you've repeatedly talked with her to ask her if anything had happened about
Yes,
the baby.
she's been living in my house too. All she kept saying was Stephen did it.
What do you think kept her from fully cooperating from the beginning?
Stephen threatening her. That's what she told me on the phone when she called me from the jail.
So from your understanding, what happened Sunday after the baby was dropped? What happened to her then?
To what I understand from everybody, Stephen and this guy Mike that lives in the house ran out the back door when when the baby's dad's grandpa came over to keep the peace. They ran out the back door, got in that van and went somewhere.
To your belief, was the baby alive at that point?
I believe so.
At what point did you start to think that maybe you weren't going to find her alive?
When we found the diapers in the river,
What do you think the significance of that is, that the diapers would be at the riverbank?
that's where the last place they had her, and they knew that if somebody was getting close, I don't know, and they dumped her in the river or something. She was sick to where, they were too afraid to take her to the hospital or something, I don't know.
Where do things go from here? What's the next step?
To find the baby,
What are you going to do from here on out? Keep looking?
yep. Well, from right now, today, I'm going to get your boyfriend. He's going to talk. He won't come in. They can't find him. I'll find him. And then he'll talk then.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to add?
No, just keep praying that my baby's alive.
What can the community do to help you out right now?
Just keep searching. Just keep searching. And quit making the threats on the telephones and stuff. That's nonsense, 23-year-old people may be playing kid games.
You've been getting threats on the phone?
Yeah, on that Channel 11 Facebook. That's what it's on, People driving by my house and stuff, and, it's got to stop, We want the guilty people. We don't want the innocent people to get hurt. My daughter made a big mistake, so she's got to pay the consequences. There's nothing I can do to change that. Nobody can,
What went through your mind when you saw her walk out just a few minutes ago in court? What were you thinking?
I'm just numb. I don't know what to think. I just want her home. I want to wake up and this be over with. That's all.